Lecture of ordinary differential equation. I will be teaching you all the Green's function. In the previous lecture also I have given this to you all. Y double dash minus y is equal to x, where y of the boundary conditions are given to be y of 0 is equal to 0 and y of 1 is equal to 0. Let me start with it. Now Green's function, now I'll have to consider second order differential equation. In the bracket write down p of x into y dash of x dash plus q of x into y of x plus r of x is equal to 0. Now this is in the form, which is of the form this, L of y of x plus phi of x is equal to 0. Now take this as a and take this as b, okay? Now Green's function exists only when the trivial solution y of x is equal to 0 exists for given differential equation with the help of boundary value condition. So with the help of the boundary conditions, we can find whether this trivial solution, okay, whether the Green's function exists or no. That we will come to know on basis of this trivial solution, and how to find it with the help of boundary conditions. So here the Green's function is given by what? G of x comma t is equal to minus y1 of x into y2 of t upon c, where x is less than t, and minus y2 of x into y1 of t upon c, where x is greater than t. Okay, so this is the Green's function is given by this. Okay. Now construct Green's function for boundary value problem. Y double dash minus y is equal to x, where y of 0 is equal to y of 1, which is equal to 0. Solution starts like this. L of y of x is equal to y double dash of x, where phi of x is equal to minus y minus x. Now how I got this? I'll explain you all. Now just look at this problem. That is what? Y double dash is equal to x plus y, okay, and this is nothing but what? L of y of x, right? Now this minus y, if I take it to the other side, it will become plus y. It will become plus y, okay? Now what I have done is I have to, okay, so that y'all wait, let me rub this part first. Statement L of y of x plus phi of x is equal to 0. This is x, okay? And now what is this? Plus y is plus phi of x is equal to 0. So phi of x, if I take that x and y the other side, this part if I take it other side, what I will get? Minus y minus x. So if I take this value the other side, it will become negative both, right? So that's what I have done. Phi of x is equal to minus y minus x over here, okay? Now I can even, for proper understanding or better understanding, you can refer to the previous lecture, okay, for better understanding. So L of y of x is equal to 0 implies y double dash of x is equal to 0, okay? Now therefore the general solution is given by what? Y of x is equal to c1 plus c2 of x, where now we will be using the boundary conditions so that whether to find the trivial solution, okay? And if it is trivial, then we can say it is a Green's function, therefore the Green function exists, right? So what we have to do is, therefore the general solution is given by this. Now let us take the boundary conditions. Y of 0 is equal to 0. Now I have taken these boundary conditions from here. Y of 0 is equal to 0 and y of 1 is equal to 0. Now y of 0 is equal to 0 implies nothing but c1 is equal to 0. That means, see, if I, what is my c1 plus that, wherever there is x I have to put 0, right? So 0. But what is this part? Y of 0 is equal to 0 is given, right? So obviously this is equal to 0. Now c2. Now here c1 is 0. Now plus, what is this? c2. Because here x is 1. Now this implies nothing but C2 is equal to 0 because of this. Now let us move. Now C2 is equal to 0. Therefore y of x is equal to 0. So, and you all know that when the trivial solution y of x is equal to 0 exists, we can say that the green function exists, right? So y of x is equal to 0, therefore green function exists. Now next I'll turn the page. So y of 0 is equal to 0 implies c1 is equal to 0, right? This y of 0 is equal to 0 implies c1 is equal to 0, and this is implies what? From the general solution I have taken this, okay? General solution what was? y1 of x is equal to, I have made, it was y of x, okay? I have taken it in terms of y1 of x. Now is equal to c1 plus c2 of x. So if this is equal to 0, then c2 of x. So that's how I got this. Now next is what? If c2 is equal to 1, if this c2 is equal to 1, then what I will get? y1 of x is equal to x, and take this as 1, okay? And this is nothing but your first one leg, okay? So now y of x is equal to c1 plus c2 of x. This is, I have taken the general solution. Now y of 1 is equal to what? c1 plus, now wherever there is x I have put 1. So c1 plus c2. Now what is my the boundary condition? Y of 1 was equal to 0. Now that's why I have put here 0. Rest, this is equal to this part, write it as it is. Now this implies nothing but c2 is equal to minus c1, because I have taken this at the other side, so it will become minus c1, okay? Next is what? Yeah, take the general solution and then substitute this c2 value in that, okay? Y of x is equal to c1 plus c2 of x, then this is equal to c1, write it as it is. What is c2? c2 is nothing but minus c1. So minus c1 and x, write it as it is. Then c1 is common. Now this is equal to c1 which is common, then 1 minus x into 1 minus x, okay? Now if c1 is equal to 1, suppose if I take c1 to be 1, it implies what? Now I have taken the general solution, but I have put y2 of x is equal to 1 plus c2 of x, okay? It was like this, c1 plus c2 of x, right? The general solution, y of x is equal to this, okay? Now what I have done is, now this is equal to what? 1 minus, because c2 is what? c2 is nothing but minus c1, okay? And x, write it as it is. Then y2 of x is equal to 1 minus x, because the value of c1 is nothing but equal to 1. So I got my value of y2 as 1 minus x. Now we can find the Wronskian, because we need the value of c. Now therefore w of Wronskian y1 into y1 comma y2 is equal to what? y1 of t, y2 of t, and it was like this, no? Wronskian was what? y1 of t, y2 of t, right? Here. And then y1 dash of t, y2 dash of t, here. Derivative, that is, okay? Now let us do that. Now what is my y1 of t? Was what I was getting? Here it is, y1 of x is equal to x. So if this would be in terms of y1 of t, then it would be t, right? So this is nothing but y1 of t, and this is my y2 of t. What I got y2 of t to be? If this is y2 of t, then what it would be? 1 minus t, right? That's what I have substituted this in here. Sorry, I have plugged it here. y2 of t. And what is the derivative of t? Is nothing but 1. What is the derivative of this? Minus 1. Okay, this is 0 minus 1, so it is minus 1. Now this is equal to what? Minus t. Now this is what? Minus 1 plus t. Now what will happen? This t this plus t will get cancelled. What will remain is minus 1 will remain. Okay, c is equal to minus 1. Now what I'll do is, now take the final Green's function is given by what? The final thing. G of x comma t is equal to, what is this? y1 of x. Now what is my y1 of x? Is nothing but, see, my y1 of x, what I got is nothing but x. And this is according to that formula which you all have to see. According to this formula you all have to do y1 of x into y2 of t it is. So this is nothing but y2 of t, okay? y2 of t. See, you all have to see this formula and then do it. So now this is my y1 of x is nothing but x. What is my y2 of t? 1 minus t upon minus 1, that is c. Now 0 is, x lies between 0 and t. Here what is this? y1 of t. Sorry, y1 of y2 of what it is? y2 of x, right? That is minus y, minus sign is there already in the formula. So 1 minus x into t upon minus 1. And where x lies between t and 1. Okay. And this is what t is what? So this is what t, this t I got is from y1 of t. No, this is y1 of t. So now for your understanding, let me, anyways, we are done with today's lecture and thanks for watching. I hope you all have understood today's concept. If you all have not understood any of the concept, you all can comment below.